A memo from the desk of the Community Center Director. The Community Center is hosting a special Kwanzaa celebration this evening at 8 o'clock. Kwanzaa is a great time for African Americans to get together and celebrate the strength of their families and communities. We're going to light the candle on the kinara and drink from the kikombe. If you don't know what those words mean, you will by the end of the evening.
Moja, Moja, let me say Moja. Okay, let's see if I have everything ready for my Kwanzaa celebration. I've got a mat, I've got bananas, apples, corn, celery, potatoes, and I have a candlestick holder, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles, and 7 days to celebrate Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa means the first fruit of the harvest and is celebrated by Americans whose ancestors came from Africa. Oh no, I forgot something. I need a gift, a siwaidi. Oh, nothing expensive or extravagant, but something creative. Maybe I can make something myself. This is my kukumbe, or unity cup. Unity means togetherness, and later on, to celebrate our unity, at our Kwanzaa celebration, we will all drink from this one cup. For the motherland, cradle of our civilization, and the ancestors who came before us. For the elders who taught us so much, for our youth, our hope for tomorrow. For our people who have struggled for us, for unity to guide us in all that we do. For the Creator who provides all things, great and small. Harambe.
Kwanzaa is a new holiday, but its roots go back long ago to a place called Africa.
Africa is a continent where many kinds of people live. Long ago, everyone lived in groups called tribes.
The Dogon tribe farmed rocky land carved into mountainsides, while the Jai tribes were people who tended their cattle on the pastures of Uganda. Others were fierce hunters.
The Shiga and Maasai people wore beautiful clothes and jewelry.
But one day, bad men called slave traders came and dragged many people away from their tribes. They were forced to go to America in ships to be sold as slaves.
But despite the terrible conditions, the people remember their lives in Africa in songs, stories, and dance.
Today, they celebrate Kwanzaa as another way to remember and share.
Everyone comes together at the Kwanzaa feast to celebrate as a family. Kwanzaa lasts for 7 days. On the first day, one person asks the question, Habari gani, which means, what's the news?
So, Habari gani? Purpose. Yes, Habari gani? Purpose. Yes, purpose. And that is the principle that
everyone then answers, purpose, which is the principle for that day. Each day of Kwanzaa has a different principle. During Kwanzaa, one of the most important symbols is the Kwanzaa table covered with a straw mat called a makeka. The makeka reminds us of the strength of the family. On top of the makeka sits the kinara. It holds 7 candles, one for each day of Kwanzaa. Each day, a new candle is lit and another principle is learned. The candles are 3 different colors: black for the African people, red for the suffering of ancestors, and green for hope for the future.
We want to pull together around, so that's why we do the harambe. Plus,
The kakambe is a special cup that is passed around the table during the Kwanzaa meal. Everyone drinks from the cup to honor their family and ancestors. After each person drinks, harambe is said, which means we all pull together.
harambe, harambe, harambe.
A candle holder that contains red, black, and green candles lit during the 7 days of Kwanzaa is called a
Kinara!
I really like the way this cloth looks. It's got really nice colors.
Oh, this is fabric from Africa.
I like it. It's for the holiday Kwanzaa. I think we need to move it over this way. Oh, okay, let me help you a little bit.
No, wait, that's too far. It should come back over this way.
No, it needs to go on this side. No. Let's put it right in the middle. That's going to be very nice. I think so, too.
I'm putting the finishing touches on this kite. This will be a gift. Ziwaidi. These colors are used in all Kwanzaa celebrations. Black is for the face of the people, red for the continuing struggle, green for the motherland and hope for future generations. Another kind of Ziwaidi is the gift of telling stories, like the ones our ancestors have told their kids for generations.
The animals owned the jungle, and in the jungle was a well-worn path which led to the watering hole. At midday, elephants, birds, lions, and water buffalo marched down the path to take an afternoon drink. One late afternoon, a woman named Unanana and her children, Imitii and Ratutin, came by the jungle, searching for a place to live. "Our new home," said Unanana as she began to build. She was a clever builder, and by early evening the wheat-colored hut was complete. This was about the same time the animals came from the watering hole. A leopard named Hakama walked along the path, and just as he almost reached his home, he looked up to see a hut had been built right in the path. "But you can't," he said, hoping someone would hear. Unanana and her children stood in the clearing to greet Hakama. When Hakama saw the smiles on Imitii and Ratutin, his anger melted from his furry face. "I will walk around your hut," he said at last. Next, a zebra came to the house. Again, the happy children's faces lit up the zebra's heart. Then all the animals agreed to walk around this strange house. When Unanana thought all the animals had passed, she went to collect firewood for dinner. But not all the animals had come up from the watering hole. One animal took longer than the others, for he was the biggest. Watahana, One Tusk, the biggest elephant of the jungle, stopped in the path where the little house sat. "Who keeps me from my journey?" cried Watahana. And as before, little Imitii and Ratutin greeted him in the clearing. But Watahana simply opened his giant mouth and scooped the children up. Just then, Unanana came back and could hear her children yell, "We're in here!" She pleaded with the elephant, but Watahana refused to let them out. Then she thought of a plan. Unanana would cook porridge for Watahana in exchange for her children. She brought the porridge to Watahana, and to her surprise, he scooped her up with it. Now Unanana was inside the elephant's stomach with her children. She looked around and saw other children, mothers, dogs, cats, even goats and a cow. Everyone inside was bored and hungry, so she thought, "I should not waste my delicious porridge." And she fed everyone. The porridge made everyone so happy that they got up and started dancing and laughing. Meanwhile, on the outside, Watahana could feel all the action in his stomach. It was uncomfortable. It was downright painful, and Watahana cried out, Get out of my stomach right now. As he yelled, all the people and animals ran from his open mouth and slid down his tusk. As Watahana watched them go, he saw faces of people he hadn't seen in years. I should not have kept them inside me, Watahana thought. All creatures should be free. So Watahana made a promise to all the jungle to let everyone live in peace, and Unanana was able to keep her house in the middle of the path.
Buseya, buse baladila. Buseya Guinea, buse baladila. Buseya, buse baladila.
Your dance was great. Fantastic. Where in Africa does it come from?
Well, that particular dance comes from Guinea, West Africa. The name of the dance is Manjani, and it is a dance of harvest.
Oh, great. Well, I especially love these costumes. They're so colorful.
Thank you very much. The costumes that the drummers are wearing is called kente cloth. Kente cloth is a very interesting cloth because each pattern represents a tribe or clan, and each pattern put together represents unity.
Great. And these drums, are they from Africa too?
Yes, they are. This particular drum here is from West Africa, the Ivory Coast. This drum here is from Mali, West Africa. And this particular drum here, which I am making, comes from a tree in my backyard.
You made it?
I sure did.
Great. Well, it's great making things with your hands. And there are lots of things you can make for Kwanzaa too.
Hi. It's time to make our Kwanzaa Zwaidi. Remember, Zwaidi is a special gift you have to hand make for somebody you care for. So I thought today we'd make a necklace to give to your mom or your aunt or somebody you really care a lot for. Now, to make a necklace like this, there's not many materials you need. It's really pretty easy. You need some ribbon. Now I'm using black, but you could use red or green also. Some buttons, maybe pine cones or an odd earring or an old pin you want to use for the centerpiece of your necklace. Now to get started, I'm going to paint all these macaroni with the colors of Kwanzaa. Remember, black is the color of the face of the people, and green is for the motherland and for hope, and red is for the struggle of the people. So I'm going to start painting all these macaroni, and when we get back, we're going to put them all together.
All around the world, people of African descent celebrate the things they share in common. Whether our family settles in Europe, North America, or the Caribbean, we gather together to remember our African identity. At this Caribbean festival, people are celebrating the special way of life in the Caribbean islands. You probably heard of reggae music, but did you know that its roots go back to Africa? Many of the spices we use in our cooking come from Africa. The beautiful colors and designs in our clothing, the native crafts and jewelry, the food we eat, and the music and dancing remind us of the motherland, Africa. Wherever people gather to celebrate their African heritage, the spirit of Kwanzaa lives.
During Kwanzaa, there are 7 ideas or goals that African Americans keep in mind. These are called the 7 principles. It's easy to think of famous African Americans who are good examples of each principle. Frederick Douglass was a runaway slave who taught himself to read and write. He used the power of words to convince people that slavery was wrong. He wanted all people of African heritage to see themselves as one and work together to end slavery. This principle is called umoja, or unity. Harriet Tubman was another person who escaped slavery, but she took it upon herself to personally free as many others as possible. Risking her life, she led hundreds of people to freedom along secret paths and places called the Underground Railroad. Her principle is called kujichagulia, or self-determination, which is another way of seeing things through. Everyone has seen pictures of Martin Luther King, a great leader in the civil rights movement. He told black people that they must work together to achieve the freedom that others took for granted, like voting, working, and eating where they wanted, and living free from discrimination. This principle of working together is called ujima. Elijah Muhammad was the spiritual leader of the black Muslims. He stressed that African Americans must share with each other knowledge, food, and work as a way of showing gratitude to Allah or God. This idea is called ujamaa. Everyone has a purpose in life. A young lawyer named Thurgood Marshall believed that his purpose was to do everything he could to end legal segregation. Segregation meant that black people and white people could not go to the same schools, libraries, or parks. He won many important victories for all people and later became the first black justice on the Supreme Court. The idea of having a purpose in life is called nia. The 6th principle is called kuumba and means creativity. There are countless examples of African American creativity in art, music, and literature. One is Langston Hughes, and he used poetry to express his feelings about the poverty and unfairness that many African Americans faced. The final principle is imani, or faith. Sojourner Truth was a woman who roamed the country preaching equality and freedom for African Americans as well as for women of all races. She did not worry how she would survive day to day, but put her faith in God. Many people believe imani to be the most important principle of all, because faith makes all the other goals easier.
This is a sculpture from Africa, and I think it's really nice. I want to move it over there so everybody can see it for the holiday of Kwanzaa. Can I have some help? Can I have some cooperation around here? I'll help. I'm strong. Oh, good. Could you just help me move this? Uh-huh. Now let me see if I can get the shoulder. Careful, it's heavy. I got it. Oh, you're right, it is heavy. Wait. Careful, don't break it. I got it. Don't worry. All right, I'll put my back into it there. Just sit. Let me hold it. Oh, that looks great.
Now it's time to put our ribbon together. We're going to make a necklace out of this ribbon. Now, I've chosen all different kinds of centerpieces for the necklace. You could use this brooch I found at a flea market. I have some odd earrings or some pine cones that I found in the woods. For this one, I think I'm going to use the pine cone. You always start with your centerpiece first, because then we have to work outwards. And since I painted this one red, I'm going to use green macaronis for right next to it. And just thread the ribbon right through. And then go to the other side, so it stays even all the time. So now we have the 2 macaronis on either side, and then next I'm going to add a button. Just string the button all the way down to the macaroni. So you really only need about 4 buttons, and maybe 6 macaroni. The great thing about this is everybody's is going to look different, because everybody's going to have a different centerpiece on their ribbon and different colored buttons. So now this one's all finished. All we need to do is take both ends of the ribbon together and tie a knot in the back, and you're ready to wear it. Oh, don't forget to clean out all your brushes and clean up the paints too. Here we go. We have a perfect Zwaidi to give to somebody you really care about.
Harambe! 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 Kwanzaa is an important cultural tradition for many African Americans because it celebrates the importance of family, honors the ancestors, and expresses hope for future generations. And I made something with my own hands. This is my Zwaidi, my special gift for Stevie.
Thank you. Oh, this is beautiful. Hina Bani, Africa Bani, Hina Bani, Africa Bani, Obienienso, yo say yo. Hina Bani, Africa Bani, Hina Bani, Africa Bani, Obienienso, yo say yo. Obienienso, yo say yo. Obienienso, yo say yo.